Hey everyone, your girl Paris here, and I wanted to pop on and share with you about a topic that has totally captivated my attention for the past couple of years, and that is fascia or connective tissue and how the health of our fascia impacts the health of our body and its role in our health and just feeling freedom in our movement and how it is that we move and its role in pain as well. So that's what I'll be sharing with you today. And so let's just hop right into it. And what is fascia or connective tissue? And fascia is the most abundant tissue in the body. It wraps every muscle fibril, every fiber. So there's a bunch of fibrils that make up a fiber. It wraps the fiber, it wraps the whole muscle, which consists of a bunch of fiber and fibrils. It wraps every bone, every organ. Tendons and ligaments are condensed fascia. And so it's everywhere. We can think of it like a 3D matrix of webbing through the body. If I just got rid of my bones and muscles right now, I would still be standing upright and maybe not be able to talk to you, but I would still be standing upright because it's fascia that holds the body upright. It's not bones, which is just so when fascia is healthy or hydrated, qualities of that fascia are it glides, it is naturally full of water, it is bouncy and resilient. It can withstand a mechanical stress up to 2,000 pounds, meaning that when you compress on a certain part of your body part or region, then that mechanical stress gets distributed through the whole body so that part doesn't have to take the brunt of that compression. Qualities of dehydrated fascia are it doesn't have as much water, so it's condensed more, it's constricted, and it's tighter. Because it wraps every muscle fiber and muscle, then it shrink wraps that muscle so it can then begin to feel really stiff and tight inside of the body if our fascia is dehydrated. A way that we can assess if our fascia is healthy and hydrated or unhealthy and dehydrated or somewhere in between is if you add compression to a certain region of your body, does it hurt? For instance, when you hop on a foam roller, are you like, get me off of this? Like it hurts so bad? Or are you like, meh, and obviously it depends on what part of your body that you're rolling out that you might have that experience, but if there's any part of your body that experiences pain while doing that, then that means and is indicative that your fascia is unhealthy and dehydrated. If you're experiencing any pain in your body, it's an indication that your fascia is unhealthy and dehydrated. But not to worry, because most people living in this world in the 21st century are walking around with some dehydrated fascia. And the super inspiring part of this is we can hydrate it. We can healthify it. Yes, I just coined that word. We can healthify it. We can bring health back to fascia and create those qualities of bounce, hydration, gliding, and resilience through the fascia. We do that a few different ways, which I will get to in a moment. But one way that we can also think about fascia and its role is that because it's wrapping everything inside of the body, each nerve ending as well, so our nervous system is inside of our fascia. And if we can think about it as, healthy fascia is like you're wearing clothes that fit, they feel really good, you can move inside of them, you're not restricted in any range of movement. And unhealthy fascia is if you've been engaging in repetitive movement or you've actually had an injury to the body, a physical trauma to a certain body part, or if you have any stuck emotions. If you have emotional trauma that isn't healed, then that can manifest in the body and dehydrate the fascia as well. So then all of a sudden, if we're in, if we've had an injury or we're engaging in this repetitive movement without switching it up, then that can create an environment inside of the body where the fascia dehydrates. And then all of a sudden it feels like we're wearing clothes that are a few sizes too small for us. And it's like, oof, oof, like I can't move inside of my clothes. And we're restricted in the range of movement and not as free. So then, because everything is connected inside of the body, if we're feeling tension and constriction in one part of the body, then it's gonna manifest in a rippled impact. So if we had an injury to a body part, wherever body part that is, then, and it wasn't healed properly, that fascia becomes dehydrated and then it constricts the muscle and all of it gets really tight. And then in that tightness, it pulls on things upstream and downstream of it. So it's just important to recognize that wherever it is that we feel pain might not be the part of the body where it's actually injured. It could just be a result of residue from another really constricted part of the body, or where fascia is really dehydrated. So things that help to healthify fascia and to create a environment of health inside of our body is switching up our movement patterns. So incredibly critical. This is why it is that I love the bowspring baby, because it really switches up a lot of the day in, day out movement that we engage in, and we learn to move our body in a completely different way, which hydrates the fascia. Another way that we hydrate our fascia is a strategic way is releasing the fascia. And we want to do that strategically because there's a lot of fascia release methods out there in the world. And I have lately fallen in love with kinetics, a fascia release technique developed by Alicia Celeste and with mobilitymastery.com. And so this is a method where we apply compression and then we move inside of that compression to shear the tissue, where we can release constricted fascia and allow a lot of blood flow and fluids to enter back into the region to rehydrate that region. And then we feel a greater sense of freedom and ease in our movement after we've released constricted fascia. So it's really fascinating. I teach weekly bowspring classes. I will be teaching another beginning bowspring class series pretty soon. I'll keep you posted on that. And I'm very excited to be offering my first round of kinetics self-help techniques. So because I can't be working one-on-one with people to apply the to do kinetics, I'll be taking some of the techniques that Alicia Celeste has taught me and I'll be teaching you. So if you're in any sort of pain, then this is going to be perfect for you. And please reach out to me if you have any questions. This is just like the first chapter on fascia because there's so much being discovered about it. It's really, really powerful, and it responds to what it is that we do. So we have power in this. One thing that I'll leave you with that I won't elaborate on, but I just want to plant the seed, is that healthy fascia, because it embodies such a resilient quality, is that we can actually prevent injuries from like ourselves being injured from an accident or a fall when our fascia is optimized. So that just totally like blows my mind in the most amazing ways, because that just, I feel really empowered with that. Like I can influence how it is that my body responds to injury if I were to get injured, by keeping my fascia healthy and maintaining its hydration. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Please let me know if you got any takeaways from this, or if anything was really inspiring to you. I'd love to hear that, and I'll see you on the next video.